Hi friends, welcome to Awesome Art. This is NOR Neighborhood Place and I'm Miss Anastasia. Today we're going to be making a paper plate rainbow. So this is what it looks like. What you guys will need is a plain white paper plate. You can use the thin ones. This one's a little bit thicker. You will need a tray for your paint. I'm just using another paper plate. A couple cotton balls. I just used 3. Some white glue, and then all the colors of the rainbow. So red, orange, yellow, green, and blue. And if you want to, you can add purple. I didn't have enough room, so I left one out. And then you will need your scissors. You will also need a paintbrush, at least one. I used one paintbrush for each color so that I don't have to wash it in between. But if you use one paintbrush, just have a little cup of water so you can clean it out in between the colors. So the first step is going to be to take the paper plate and just fold it in half. I'm going to fold it right down the middle and then use my scissors to cut it. This is kind of hard if you do have a thick paper plate, so I would just ask for help from your parents if it's a little bit difficult to cut. So at the end you'll end up with this. We're only going to use one side. So you can make 2 rainbows if you wanted to. So this is what it's going to look like. The first part we're going to do is paint our rainbow. So the top part of the rainbow is red, so that's the very first color. So we're just going to paint along the edge. I saw one that had kind of some of the white showing and it looked really cute like that. So you can paint it fully like I did, or you can leave a little bit of white showing. I'm just doing a small strip of color because you do have to fit all of the colors on there, so you want to make sure it doesn't take up too much. If you add purple, also make sure you leave extra room at the bottom because I did not use purple. So the first part is red, so that's the one at the top. Next is going to be orange, so same thing. I'm going to paint the next strip going down the rainbow. On this one, I'm going to leave a little bit of white because I have those ridges in my plate, so I kind of like the way that it looks. It looks a little bit rustic. So here is orange. If you guys don't know how to remember the colors of the rainbow, there's a little, I don't know if you would call it a poem, but it's just like a little name that we remember from school that I was taught when I was younger that says Roy G. Biv. So the next color is going to be yellow. So if you remember that, Roy G. Biv, then you can remember the colors of the rainbow. So the first one is red for Roy, O, orange, Y, yellow, G is green, and then Biv is B-I-V, so blue, and then technically the colors of the rainbow are indigo and violet, but I just remember purple. So red, orange, yellow, then we're going to do green. Green is my favorite color, so I made it a little bit thicker than the other ones because that's my favorite, and I think it looks really pretty next to the blue. So I made this one kind of thick. So there's my green. And then the bottom down here is blue, so I'm going to set it down and paint it so that it doesn't get all over my hands. So the middle is blue. And if you wanted to, you would just create a little dome kind of at the bottom, so like this arch shape, and you would fill that in with purple. But I'm just going to paint it blue all the way down, and I think that looks really pretty. So there's blue. So there's the start of our rainbow. Now we're just going to add the clouds to each side. So I'm going to use the liquid glue. I use liquid glue because I think that it holds the cotton balls on a little bit better, but you could use a glue stick. Just wait until the paint dries and then glue it. So I'm just squeezing it kind of on the corner edges because that's where we're going to put the clouds. And then I took one cotton ball and just kind of spread it out, so just pinched it so that it looks more like a cloud. I like the more cloud shape than kind of the square that cotton balls look like. And we're going to stick it right here on one side. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the second one. So I just kind of stretch it out. See how it looks a little bit different. I don't like when it looks like the little rectangle because it doesn't really look like a fluffy cloud to me. So I'm going to stretch it out until it looks like a cloud and press that right there. Now the third one, I just split it in half so I can add a little bit extra cloud to the side. So I split it in half and then I just squeeze this one into a little baby cloud. And it goes right on the edge and then again on the other side. So just stretch it out a little bit, and there's a little bit of glue kind of to the corner, but it will stick to the paint also. So at the end, you end up with your rainbow that looks something like this. Bye, friends.